Hey everybody, it's Kaela in the Garden, and today we are saying goodbye to the last of my spring garden as we transition over to summer. And I thought this would be a great subject because not everybody knows at what point do you pull the plug on your springtime plants, and I'm going to show you a little bit. So back here we've got the snow pea plants. They've been doing a fantastic job trellising up. I've got tons of bags stored away into the freezer, and now the plant is dying back. You can see all that brown stuff back there that Jonathan's so helpfully pulling out for me already. And the peas that are coming out of the plant, they're woody, they're not very appealing to eat. I could break them open and eat the peas, but they're snow peas, they're not that big to begin with. So we're gonna finish ripping this out, free up the trellis that's in here. We're gonna take all of the foliage, add it back into our compost. So come full circle back into the garden to help out other things. Okay, here we go. So how do you know when it's time to pull something out of your garden? If you're a first-time gardener, you may have no idea. Now, peas are a cool weather crop, and they don't really like summer, to be honest. If you have a cool summer though, they'll probably do just fine throughout your growing season. But for me, I look to start pulling my cool weather stuff when, number one, it starts slowing down production. If I'm coming out and only getting like 3 peas, it's time to go. You're getting evicted. If the vegetables or the fruit no longer taste good, or they get woody, or the bugs start getting to them, it's time to go. Okay. If the plants start failing, if they start looking just really, well, here, if they start looking all like brown and disgusting, it's time to go. The plant is done. It has just a limited, lifespan, and don't try to eke out more time and not make your garden productive when you could just yank it and put in an amazing cucumber or a yummy Italian heirloom squash. So those plants love summer, and you can always put peas in again in fall. On the other side of the trellis, I've got a Japanese climbing cucumber we discovered last year. Very prolific, very tasty cucumber. And so what I'm going to do, once I get the peas out of here, I'm going to then go ahead and seed more of these cucumbers in. I like to always fill my spots. When I drag something out, I want to put something in. Cucumber is a great thing to just seed in the garden. Beans that are pole beans, bush beans, I tuck them in everywhere in my open spots. And as you move further into the season, as you get into like September, if you've got bare spots, you can start tucking in radish seeds as well. Heck, you could start carrot seeds in there, because carrots actually do really well once they've had a frost. It'll sweeten it up a little bit. So if you've got some holes in your garden, or you're thinking you're going to be getting some soon, especially if you've planted determinate tomatoes or garlic, you're going to have an open spot in your garden, and you should fill it. You can usually get about a spring crop, a summer crop, and a fall winter crop out of your garden space. So be sure to consider multiple season growing in your garden space. Super easy. Once you drag out those peas, get some beans planted, pop some cucumber seeds in. Don't forget zucchinis and crookneck squash. All of those seed fantastic into the garden. And then once summer starts cooling off, start bringing in the brassicas, which are broccolis and cauliflowers, and then start bringing back the lettuces. The lettuces are thrilled to be back in your garden once the summer heat cools off. Okay, so make sure if you see a bare spot in your garden, stuff a seed in it. Okay, don't let it go to waste. You've only got just so long you can grow stuff in your garden, so make the most of it. I hope that helps you out to kind of expand the idea of what you can do in your garden space. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get more ideas like this one. All right, have fun in the garden.